Good morning internet, and welcome back to the channel. So it's Sunday morning. It's what time is it? I'm not too sure if that's right. 11 minutes past 11. Yeah, it seems about right. Anyway, 11 minutes past 11 Sunday morning. Beautiful weather. Look at this. Hey, gorgeous blue skies, a few wispy clouds, but never mind. Nice and warm, and it's the 1st of September today. So I think I'm right in saying that that's officially the start of autumn, is it? Although it may as well have just been one season now, mustn't it? I don't know why we say autumn, winter, summer and spring and summer, do you? Because there ain't a lot of difference these days. Well, not around here anyway. So just a little ride this morning, and I thought I'd go out on Gigi because yeah, I haven't been out there too much lately, and we're going to go to a place called Penos, and it's a surfing beach. Penos is a surfing beach, so we're going to go there and just have a quick look round there, see if there's many people about. Basically it's just a nice excuse for a ride out. I'm just going to try and drop my my sun visor down. There we go, that's that done, and put the bit of visor down there. Right, so yeah, autumn. It's I mean, some people say autumn can be one of the nicest times of the year, and it used to be. I mean, I remember the days when September, especially here in France, used to be absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it really did, you know. It was great. The weather was beautiful. In fact, I got married on the now hang on, I better get this one right, hadn't I, just in case the wife watches this. I got married on the 26th. It could have been the 25th. It was one of the two anyway, in September here in France. And I tell you what, the weather was absolutely beautiful. I mean, it really was absolutely fantastic weather, and since then the weather's gone downhill. I must have put the kibosh on it, eh? But yeah, I mean, look at this. You know, you can't fault this, can you? Hey, I mean, beautiful weather. It's not cold. I don't know what the temperature is because obviously on the Meteor we don't have we're not blessed with a temperature gauge, but I'm sort of guessing it's round about the 18-19 degrees. I would certainly think so. And so I got up this morning because yesterday we had a little birthday party for my grandson. He was 2 years old, although he was 2 years old last week. But of course, we had the arrival of my granddaughter. She came 2 days before my grandson's birthday. So, yeah, in years to come, there's going to be some money dished out there, isn't there? 2 birthdays, the age gap 2 years apart, and then 2 days apart. So yeah, so we actually, because obviously my daughter was in hospital with the new one, and then she come out, so we thought, okay, you know, she decided to do the party, and we did it yesterday, which was great. Excuse me while I cough. I've still got this lingering cough that never seems to be going away. Anyway, so yeah, we did that yesterday, and first thing in the morning it was raining, which is never a good thing because, you know, obviously kids like to play outside. But luckily for us, by the time that the party started and in the afternoon, it all dried up and the sunshine come out and it was sound. So yeah, that was a godsend. So the little Meteor running absolutely beautiful as usual. I wouldn't expect anything else from her. I do like these little bikes. They they just purr along so nice, you know, this, as does any Royal Enfield, you know. I mean, my love of Royal Enfields is endless, and you know, you got to take these little bikes for exactly what they are, you know, and again, throughout the Enfield range, that's what you got to do. And excuse me again, if no dear, I do apologise. I think the air hitting me at the same time. He's like, oh my dearie me. Anyway, so if anybody saw my little video I did yesterday morning, which was about the Himalayan, you know, and becoming an iconic, you know, and I really think it will, you know. It's got the following that it's got is it's just unbelievable, you know. And it's I don't know, I just, you know, I know you either love them or hate them. It's a bit like Marmite, isn't it, you know. I mean, I love Marmite, so there you go. But yeah, I mean, and I think it's the same with the 350 range. You know, there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, they're underpowered, they're under this. Well, it's a 350 engine. It quite happily does the national speed limit, so why is it underpowered? I mean, that's what I think. Okay, maybe sometimes if you just want that little bit more quick acceleration, if you want to overtake something, there is one or two times where if it just had just that little bit of oomph, but you know, that's not normally happening, is it? You know, these bikes, they just, I mean, especially for this sort of road, you know, or area where I live, they are a dream, you know. They're absolutely brilliant, you know. I absolutely love it. And I mean, the only reason that I'm selling this bike, so now he's decided, what exactly is this guy doing? The only reason that I'm selling this bike is simply and purely, you know, because the Himalayan is staying with me, and I'm getting another bike, and so I don't need three bikes, you know. And so the Transalp, as we all know, is gone, and this one's got to go. And this, you know, it's not because there's anything wrong with this bike, because there isn't. You know, this bike is capable to do anything that you want it to do, you know. I mean, it really is. And just like the Transalp, I'll be sad to see it go, unlike the driver in front of me, who doesn't seem to know what's going on. Still, never mind, eh? What is going on here, eh? We're collecting leaves. Is it leaves or branches, or I'm not too sure. Still, never mind. People do the strangest thing these days. Nice little area, this is called Lander Deck we're in now, and in there, just got tapped by a leaf. Of course it's autumn, innit? I mean, come on, the leaves, they know today they're allowed to drop off the trees, so let's get on with it, eh? I must admit, that's one time of the year that I don't like, you know, when the roads get covered, especially round here. I mean, you know, this is beautiful with all the trees, but you know, the time of the year where they all come off the trees, and so you know, and then of course the inevitable rain comes, which, as we all know, we get our fair share here, and then everything becomes like an ice rink, you know. Wet leaves compacted on the road is not good. It's not good at all. So yeah, but I mean, they look gorgeous, you know. There's nothing nicer than riding with all the trees. And let's face it, we need trees, huh? The lungs of the planet. Now this place that we're going to, Pennos, there is a quicker way to go, but it's not all about getting there the quicker way, is it? It's nice to get there, and plus the fact it's just nice to get out on the bike, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. So yeah, so back to the little Meteor. Like I say, she's up for sale, and again, it's a strange thing, isn't it, because the Meteor, so you know, he's still in production, so it's, you know, and what have I done on this now? 2,989 kilometre, which in English terms is absolutely nothing at all. Nothing at all. She's barely running, but she can still go if she wants to. Look at this, eh? Who says that these bikes are underpowered? Hey, look at this little girl go, eh? That's made me cough. Absolutely beautiful. Like I said, with this bike, anybody that's watched the videos knows that I've changed. The only thing I've done to this bike is I've changed the air filter for the BMC, sorry, air filter, and it does make a difference. So yeah, I mean, I've like I said, I've been looking around the dealers. I've had enough now. That's it. It all starts off as being fun at first, but after a bit, I don't know about anybody else, but it just gets boring. And you know what? I'll tell you something as well. Different dealers that you go in, and I'm not talking Royal Enfield dealers, I'm talking all dealers, you know, Kawasaki, Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha, KTM, Royal Enfield, MT, WMF, whatever they are, and all the rest of them stuck together. You know, you walk in one dealership and everything, oh, you know, pleased to see you, what can I do for you, come over there. And then you'll go in another dealership or to another part, because a lot of places now, and I don't know if this is the same in other places, but I'm sure it is, they're like multi-dealerships. Yeah, you know, you'll have, it's a huge place, and it'll be like, I don't know, Royal Enfield and maybe, you know, Suzuki, or, you know, KTM or CF Moto, and, you know, and let's face it, I suppose these days, but it's not. I mean, my mate used to run a bike shop back in the UK. It was called Street Bike in Hales Owen, just outside Birmingham, where I used to live before I moved over here. And although he used to sell, you know, it was his dealership, and he sold Suzuki, Honda, and I think it was KTM he did as well. Anyway, but these ones here, they seem to share the building, and you've got the Honda dealership, the Suzuki dealership, the KTM, do you know what I mean? All, you know, so it's not run by one person, it's run by the different dealerships or franchises. Excuse me. And it seems to work that way, but you know, like I said, I think politeness and the enthusiasm to serve people goes a long way. It really does, you know. I mean, if you can walk into somewhere and the people can't even be bothered that's behind the counter to stop talking to each other, to come over to see what you want, you got, as far as I'm concerned, you've got no chance if you've got a problem in the after sales, you know. And that really annoys me, because you've gone there, you're going to spend, you know, let's face it, motorcycles are not cheap in this day and age, so you're going to spend a decent amount of money. The least that these people could do is to give you the courtesy of, you know, doing what they're paid to do. Yeah, well, that's my opinion. And when I was in business, you know, the saying the customer is always right, even though sometimes they're not, because it's the customer that pays your wages, whether you own the company or whether you just work for the company or whatever it is you do for the company. It's still the customer. This used to be a traffic lights here, so this is all changed. I haven't got a clue whose right away it was there, to be honest, but still, never mind. Such is life. There's some funny ways around here. This has all changed to when I was last here. Yeah, you know, so I don't think it really hurts. A bit of politeness, you know, it really doesn't, does it? So I found that quite a lot, you know. Some of the dealerships I went in, and to be fair, you know, there was more politeness than not. But I mean, I went into one, you know, and I'm not going to name drop, it's not worth it, but I went into one and I stood there looking at this bike, and I must have been there for about 10 minutes looking at this bike, and there was these two people serving, or supposed to be serving, man and a woman. They were that busy chatting away to each other. They kept looking over at me. They couldn't even be bothered to come and say, would you like any help? Are you interested in this? Here's the pamphlets for it. What would you like to know? Nothing. Not a thing. In the end, I walked out. You know, I wasn't going to buy a bike from them anyway. I was only there to nose around. But that is beside the point. What if I was going to buy a bike, eh? You know, and it's like you can't... I don't know. Is this what the world is coming to these days? There's a lot of changes going on down here. This island, I swear this one here before. Still, never mind, eh? I'll tell you one thing now, bear in mind, this Meteor, I've done nothing to the exhaust, yeah? Nothing at all. And I love the little roar that it gives, you know? It's that little, you know what I mean? It's not abusive or intrusive to anybody else. But it's that nice single cylinder thumper, you know, and it's just a nice noise, and to me, you know, again, reminds me of the old BSAs and the old Triumphs, and you know, the Nortons back in the 70s, the 60s and 70s, eh? Oh, I don't know, those were the days, eh? And yeah, so I mean, I know people on these, they decat them, and you know, they take the cat off and also. Thing is, I did actually think about that when I had this, and I also thought about it when I had the Himalayan. But I'm glad I didn't do it, because with the laws in France now and bikes now having to be tested, excuse me again, if it should have a cat on and it hasn't, and obviously they're going to know, they're not stupid, then the bike gets failed. So you know, you could have ended up, you know, buying an exhaust system, a bypass system for absolutely nothing. So I thought, what's the point? And you know what, I know it makes a difference, you know, I sort of get that, but it doesn't make that much of a difference really when you sit down and think about it all, does it? Let's, you know, oh, hang on a minute, we got the pardon the penos, surely that's not today. It's a religious thing, and I'm not anti-religion, I'm not religious, I'm not religious, I don't care, but pardon the penos is, it's where you take your vehicles, bikes, hundreds of bikes go here, and they pardon the bikes. Yeah, I'm hoping it was yesterday, or I don't know. I'm hoping it ain't today. It's as simple as that. Because if it is, be a right pain in the posterior. Well, it looks pretty quiet. The sunflowers, dead as a dodo. Hey, look at that. What a stupid idea, trying to grow sunflowers in the Breton. I just, sorry. I just do not get that. I really don't. sunflowers. It gives it away in the name, doesn't it? Sunflowers. Now, rainflowers would do extremely good here. They really would. Just stroll across the road, my darling, eh? Mind you, it's Sunday. Who needs to rush? Right, this is Penos. Excuse me, I do apologise for keep coughing. I hate coughing when I'm talking away. Right, so we're going to ride from one end to the... Now, Penos is normally rammed, even at this time of year. Well, that doesn't look very rammed, does it? I like Penos. Oh, it's got this very, very cycle-friendly look. You've got the two... Well, there is something going on here, because there's obviously this pardon of what's it is going to go there. Look at that, the beach. Look at a beautiful beach. Absolutely beautiful beach. Look at that. Big surfing beach, this. But I still can't get over how quiet it is. Huh? It's like everywhere it's so quiet. Everywhere, literally everywhere. Look at that for the view. I hope the GoPro's doing this proud, because this is beautiful, huh? I mean, it really is. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous, yeah. Where can we turn round? Actually, we can go up there a bit, and we can turn round, and we'll come back round here again. You used to be able to stop it. I mean, you can stop that side, but you used to be able to stop here and have a nose over there. The Pennar Bed Creperie. Now, if you ever come to this region and you want a decent crepe, I did say crepe, by the way, that is the place to go. Yeah, it gets rammed. Well, under normal circumstances it does. It doesn't seem like anything's getting rammed round here at the moment, eh? Oops, wrong way. Oops, dearie me, sort your gears out, my boy. Okay, so I'm going to swing this round here in this little road here, and we're going to have another ride back through Penos. Oh, this one's going to come my way just because I want to turn it round here. Another roof there that seems to have... Sorry, I do apologise. Oh dear. You know, I've had this cough now for 4-5 weeks now, and I just... The whole family, after getting this whooping cough, it's... What a joke, eh? You just can't shift it. But, you know, it's not as bad as it was, even after a course of antibiotics, and it still hasn't gone now. Like I said, it's a bit strange. I wonder if we can park at the end, but well, I can pull in here behind the cars for a minute, can't I? Because, you know, if one of them decides to shoot out, which hopefully they won't. So yeah, Penos, look at this, eh? Oops. I can't get... Now normally, look at this, I mean, alright, there's a few people around, but there's not many at all, is there? Oh, the car comes out behind me there. Hey, look, I just... Everywhere you go this year, this is what it's like. Absolutely quiet, you know. I mean, I don't know how these businesses are keeping going. I really don't. Anyway, let's have a look. There's a little harbour up the other end. We'll have a little ride up there, shall we? There's a surfer there, look. I mean, this is what this beach is famous for. It's surfing, loads of surfers. This place here, look, this is the School of Surf. The École de Surf, which is this place here, look, see? École Surf Breton. But this bar here, this bar is normally full. And all this bits here, the tables and chairs are normally pretty rammed, and office to tourism, well, it's not even open, what's the point? No one's going to ask any questions, but look at that, I love the beach. So Penos, this is Penos, eh? These geezers here seem well busy. Is this the pardon thing? What is this? Route the bar, eh? Yeah, pardon. Ah, right, okay. So, like, if I wanted to get old Gigi pardoned, not that the old girl's done anything wrong, but should I want to get her pardoned and blessed, I'll just nip up there to the chapel, and the priest or vicar or I'm not too sure what they are these days, because like I said, oh, those, look at them for plant pots, that's beautiful, that is. Look at that size of them, eh? Okay, so you should have gone in that way, mate, not in here, but still, never mind. Okay, so we'll have a little tootle in here, shall we? Eh? There you go. There's a little museum here, if I remember rightly. See that? Like a little boating museum, but yeah, if you do come here, don't bother with it. It's just, I think it's not free, it's not expensive. Trust me, it couldn't be. They literally couldn't charge you. Right, where are we going to go where we can get a decent-ish view? I mean, even this, so quiet. Let's get so we can get a bit of an angle. Now I hope the GoPro, look at that, look. You know, that is one big beach, beautiful beach. Absolutely gorgeous. Penos, this is Penos, as I keep saying. That place across there, see the bar, La Plage. Now, that's a hotel as well, and like that is normally, even this morning, Sunday morning, that will be full outside. You know, morning coffee and that sort of stuff. I just, wow, it's weird. Absolutely weird. Doesn't it look beautiful? That sea's gorgeous. Not exactly good for surfing, I've got to be honest. It's alright, I'm in the middle of the road here, so I don't want to really block anyone. But that is beautiful, isn't it? And there's a little, see the tide's out, because down there, I don't know whether you can see, but when the tide's in, that forms the harbour there, yeah? Okay, so yeah. Right, there you go then, hey? What can I say? On a gorgeous day as well. Oh. All these like holiday apartments here, yeah, these ones. There used to be a little restaurant here somewhere, I'm sure that I'd, just trying to think where it is now. What is it? Has that bit the dust as well? Where is it now? I'm sure it, oh, is this it here? No, I don't know. Oh, no, it's this one here, I remember coming here. The Amen Bar, well that's shut, look at that, hey? That looks like it's not even open anymore. Now that's been open for, I mean, I've been here for 18 years, nearly 19 years, yeah. And yeah, that has always been open. So that is quite sad if that's the case, yeah. You know, you don't realise that this is having a huge effect to places around here. You know, it really is. Everywhere's just so quiet, and people are closing, you know, like that there, that Amen Bar. I mean, I've been in here a few times over the years, and you know, to watch places like that now just go, it's crazy. See that little bit down there, look, see it, yeah? Like a little lakey thing, and it's not fed off the sea, see? Got all the ducks on there, and if I remember rightly, and I'm sure I do, it's like this side as well. Yeah, there you go, see it there, look, yeah, whoa, sorted. I was coming along there the once, oh, big dragonfly there, and there was a duck, a mother duck, and a little ducklings all waddling across the road. Absolutely beautiful, eh? And I also the once, this is a few years back, this was in May, June, and it was an evening time. It had been a really hot day, and I was coming up here somewhere along this road, and there was a viper came out the side, slithering its way across the road, you know, quite a big one. And I mean, you know, I know a lot of people don't like snakes. I mean, they're not exactly my favourite thing, but at the end of the day, it's still a life. And I remember going round it quite gingerly, because I thought to myself, you know, I mean, I could have rode straight over it, but there's no way would I have done that. And so I rode round this thing, and I'm thinking to myself, I mean, if he wanted to, he could have quite easily bit me, you know. Well, I suppose it would have done, but it sort of crosses your mind, doesn't it? You think, aye. Yeah. Well, there you go. That was another little place I've taken you to, Penos. I know I've said it that many times now, but I have to keep reminding myself as well, you see. So, the new bike. Well, like I said in the video yesterday, I've made my mind up. Little lad waving to himself. Well, no, he's not waving to himself, is he? He's waving to me. I've made the mind up, or my mind up, and I know which one I'm going to have. And I did a lot of thinking, you know. I looked at he don't look very happy, does he? Getting his bike there and throwing it down. Deary me, hey? Things go wrong, my man, but there's no need to abuse this machine that gets you there. Anyway, and yeah, I sort of looked at everything. I weighed up all the odds, you know. Engine sizes, weight sizes, service schedules, movability, and you know, whether we like to admit it or not, movability has got to play, you know, a fairly big part, really, because you know, the older you get. And I want, you know, I'm 67. I'm not saying that this bike's going to be my last bike, although I did say that to the wife, because you know, wives are the dead. Aye, I could have sworn it was my right away, but you just come on through, mate. Couldn't have waited. Sunday morning, not a care in the world, but he's got to get there first. Anyway, rant over. Yeah, so I told the wife that it was the last one, you know, because we've got to keep the other halves happy, haven't we? Come on. And so, but of course, it well may be my last bike. We don't know, do we? We can't plan in front, you know. We got to take every day as it comes, and right now, you know, every day it's just good to be alive, and so let's keep looking at it like that, because that's the way I think that we should do. There's a lot less fortunate in the world, so yeah. So bearing in mind as well, I do tend normally to keep my bikes, you know, the Trans Alp, had it for 15 years, and it's only because of this late life crisis that I'm having that I've probably sold it. And so the bike that I'm probably going to get, well, no, the bike that I've made my mind up that I am going to get, oh god, is don't worry, I'm not going to give the name away. You all thought when I says is well, no, you're wrong. It's probably going to be the one that's going to see me out, yeah. You know, so I don't want something that's too heavy either. Although, to be fair, you know, the Royal Enfield range tend to weigh in a bit heavy anyway, a lot, you know, compared to most other sort of competitors. So, but that's not my be all end all decision, though, you know, because I don't only go by weight. I mean, I'm pretty fortunate. I'm not a weedy guy at the moment, anyway. You know, who knows? But you know, what with the knees and this I'm sure you all remember the saga of the foot earlier on in the year when I had that boot on for 3 weeks. Do you know, I have to go twice a week for physiotherapy on it because it's still not right. You know, I mean, if I walk too far, it still swells up like a balloon, you know. I mean, if I'm sitting in the house or doing just normal things, it's fine. But we went to the zoo the other day. We took the grandson and one of my daughters, my youngest daughter, me and the wife, and we went to the zoo. And when I say a zoo, this is more like a safari park that you walk around, yeah. And it's, you know, it's a big walk, you know, and it's up and down hills and all sorts. And I couldn't do it all, you know, and it's not because like anything else, it's just my foot, you know. It came up like a balloon, and I just had to stop. So yeah, so twice a week I'm undergoing physiotherapy for that, which, you know, it's a bit of a pain, but anyway. So you have to take all these things into consideration, but all will be revealed sometime in October. That's all I'm saying. Sometime in October. Right? That's what life is all about. Right, well, yeah. Stop is what the sign says. Stop. So we will indeed. And I think we'll go down this way to Melinda and her chocolate factory. Now, hey, I don't think I've taken you here before, not to Melinda's anyway. So, now Melinda's, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong anyway, but that's how it's spelt, so it's good enough for me. So, Melinda's, she's got a little factory thing, little unit, which we'll see in a minute. And it's down here, and she produces her own chocolate. Yeah, and out of this chocolate she does all sorts of things. Obviously sweets, normal chocolate, cakes. She, for instance, my wife a couple of years ago, she went in here and she asked her if she could do me a motorbike all out of chocolate, and she did, and it was gorgeous. You know, it looked absolutely beautiful. It didn't last long, I'm going to be honest, you know, because I started munching at the rear and worked my way to the front, but there you go. But yeah, absolutely. And you can have dark chocolate, light chocolate, white chocolate. You can have chocolate with spots or without spots, or she'll do whatever you want her to do. Don't get me wrong, it's not cheap, but anything in this world that's any good at the moment really isn't. But anyway, so Melinda's, if you see up here, I don't know if the GoPro's picking it up yet, but there's a few palm trees there, look, baby palm trees, and that's Melinda's, look, see, Chocolates de Melinda, that's it there. Yeah, so if you're ever around this area, this is just outside Plosivet in Finisterre in the Breton. Melinda's, there she is. Well, that's not her obviously, but you know what I'm saying. Hey, Melinda's. Okay, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous chocolates. Now, does she buy her plastic wrappers from there, I wonder, just across the road? Possibly, eh? Maybe. Excuse me. Right, have another cough. Now this place here, I'm going to see the two. He's got some barrels here, look, see them there, and he's painted them up as bees. See them, look, see, can you see that? Like, see them? I hope the GoPro got that. So this road now is taking us down into Plosivet. Shut the visor because it's, although I like to get the airflow going at the same time, it tickles, it gets your eyelashes, doesn't it? I don't know if is it just me, but as I'm riding along, if I have my visor up a bit, maybe it's because I've got my sun visor down on the inside and that forces the air up behind the sun visor, but it gets my eyelashes, and after a bit it starts to make my eyes water. Yeah, right. Well, it said traffic lights, but the French, they do work and they don't take all the signs in. Yeah, so I presume that's in the week, but they think, you know what, we'll leave the signs out anyway, because what's the point of putting them back in? So this is Plosivet that we're coming into, and we're going to turn off, and just across here, there, that place there, Capitaine Cook, that big building there, that's where my wife works. We've been past there before. Yeah? That's where she gets the fish and slaps them about, eh? And yeah, God bless her. But she's got another week off now. She's had 2 weeks of a 3-week holiday, and of course we were going away. We should have only got back this weekend, but my daughter had the operation on her knee, So yeah, we got in touch with a campsite, camping Le Grand Fay down in St Brevin-le-Pins, and Stephanie is the lady that, well, one of the owners, her and her husband, and we explained the situation to her. Lovely lady, and she said, look, no worries, you know, she understood exactly what had happened, and they carry the booking on to next year, which I thought was really nice, because she didn't have to do that, you know. You pay your deposit, you don't turn up, you lose your deposit. That's what life's all about. But you know, some people in this world are extremely nice, and she falls into that category. And as I said, if you ever wanna go camping, all the mobile homes, or they've got some nice chalets down in that area of Le Brevin-le-Pins, and the actual place where the campsite is Saint Pierre and Ritz or something like that, if I remember right. Anyway, I'll probably go wrong, but anyway, it's around here. It's great. There's a nice huge lake behind it if you're into a bit of fishing as well. Just a nice area, yeah. So hopefully next year we'll actually make it. Would be nice to think so. So yeah, the wife's got a week left, so I'm not too sure what we're going to do that way, because tomorrow all the kids start back to schools and colleges and lycees in France. My son, this year when he goes back, he actually doesn't go back tomorrow night. I'm taking him over tomorrow evening. It's like they put on a bit of a do for the parents, and we just have a chat to the teachers. He actually stays there now. He'd take him over Monday normally, and then he comes back over Friday, and then the week after he's on work experience for 2 weeks. Then he goes back to school and he stays there for 2 weeks. So yeah, you know, he's got a varied year coming this year, and he's really looking forward to it. My youngest daughter this year, tomorrow, she goes tomorrow morning. She starts college, her first day at college. And then my other daughter, the one that's had the operation, she goes in Tuesday. And that's it, they're all back. And then the week after that, the wife's back at work, and hey, it's back to little old me again. Hey, after 8 weeks, I get the house to myself. Is that something good, or is that something good? Anyway, look, last cough, because I'm going to sign off this video here, because I'm not too sure about my battery. I can't see it in a minute, but anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed this little ride. I have. It's got me out. It's been great. I love getting out on the bike. For me, there's nothing better. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I hope you've got this weather. I do know that there's a nasty weather front supposed to be coming in. It's in the UK and us, which is never good. So if you're out on your bike, or you're just out having a time of your life doing something that you want to do, this is what annoys me, you know. Yeah, mate, you know, and then when someone comes and knocks you off, you wonder why. Unbelievable. Anyway, I mustn't moan too much. Right, so if you're doing what you want to do, no matter if it's on a bike, a car, you're walking, it doesn't matter. I hope you're having a great time. If you like what I do, give me a big thumbs up. That'd be great. Leave me a comment, I'll get back to you. I'll try and answer every comment. Most of all, if you feel like hitting that subscribe button, that'd be even better. It really would. Do you know what, I'd love to hit that 1,000 subscribers before Christmas. I really would. It's just taking, I don't know, there's nothing special about it. I get it, but I don't know, it's something, you gotta have a goal in life. Anyway, right, listen, that's it. I'm gonna shut up. Look after yourselves. See you all again in the next video. Bye for now.